What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another Steelers franchise video. And post free agency, all that good stuff, I feel like we pretty much revamped our team to where we wanted it to be. And I'm gonna show you guys a recap. So OBJ went to the Patriots. Okay, my signings: we got Jamel Dean, Derek Nottie, Jalen Smith, backup fullback, Jerron Christian Sr., and Juwan Johnson. So we got some good players. The biggest one here was getting Jamel Dean, our biggest offseason acquisition from free agency. But then we also traded for a premier tackle in Jedrick Willis Jr. He is now our left tackle. He's going to be holding down the fort while we still have Okorafor at right tackle. But I'm thinking of maybe moving on from him. And a guy I'm also thinking about getting rid of is kind of Chase Claypool. Kind of thinking of getting rid of Chase Claypool, trying to see what we could get for him. And we're going to see. I don't think we re-signed him to anything, so I kind of want to move on from him. Just so, yeah, so we can move on from Chase Claypool. He's only 25 because I want George Pickens to step into that role as being that big receiver. I like having Deontay Johnson, so he's fine there. But biggest needs are saying right tackle, left end. I'm going to see what's available, of course. For the defense, left end would be like Larry Ogunjobi, moving on from him. And obviously right end because Cameron Hayward's getting older. But we can also see what's available. Like we can maybe get like a... We could see what's there. Honestly, we could see what's there. So without further ado, ladies and gents, let's head into the draft. So I just remembered we don't have a whatchamacallit. Damn, what don't we have? A first round pick. So we don't have a first round pick. We just have a second. So what I'm thinking we're going to do here is move Chase Claypool. Send him to the Bills. No, they'd be too OP. They'd literally be too OP. Mad teams want to take him, though. So I just want a first rounder. Chase Claypool for a first rounder. Any team that's green will bite it. They have the 18th pick. Chase Claypool straight up would not go through. Because we're looking to draft trying to give Chase Claypool in a second for a first. So any team that has it, let's see, Cowboys, are they interested? They got the 28th pick. I think that's too low to give up. Dolphins, nah, still too low. They got 2 first rounders. Wait a minute. If they have 2, why don't we just go for it? Yeah, same thing with the Eagles. They have a 25. Okay, let's go to the Dolphins. They have like 2 picks here. They got the 29th and the 26th. We go to 29th. Still somewhat have value. Let's send them to a team that could maybe give us more. So they have the 14th pick. So if we gave them Chase Claypool in our second, would this go through? Hopefully. Wow, they say no. Packers, are they interested? I mean, we just beat them. Nah, we just beat them in the Super Bowl, so... And that made Aaron Rodgers like say, all right, I'm out. Send Chase Claypool to the Panthers. Close, but not where we need it to be. Raiders, perhaps. They got the 21st pick. Close, but not where we need it to be. Obviously, the Rams don't have any draft capital. Let's see, draft picks. We got the 22nd here. So Ravens are close to give Lamar Jackson a target, I think. If we give them next year's 5th, a second this year, and Chase Claypool, they feel like that's still not enough. Just for their first rounder. That's how high they're holding it. So a 4th of next year, all that. Wow, still not enough. A 3rd of next year, a 2nd of this year, and Chase Claypool for their first rounder. Jesus. We had to do all that just to get that. My gosh. But let's go to our next pick. Antonio Johnson, safety, went to the Raiders. So we are looking for a tackle. We got Paris Johnson Jr. Our running back is Najee Harris, so we're chilling there, honestly. Right tackle, we have Aaron Frost, but we're gonna get Paris Johnson Jr. What we're gonna do, we're gonna move him to right tackle. Browns need him, but that's tough. I'm taking him. So Paris Johnson. No, we drafted him. Yeah, we drafted him. Jesus, the clock expired, so. Oh my gosh. That's some shot clock cheese right there. And then with our 3rd round pick, I'm going to go with a receiver. Marvin Mims. Interesting. We're looking for a receiver. We got Jermaine Burton, Parker Washington, and Marvin Mims. Marvin Mims looks like a guy who, doesn't look that good actually. Then we got Parker Washington, who's around 3 to 4. He looks okay, nothing too crazy. We have Calvin Austin in third, so I think I'm gonna also put just Jermaine Burton. Doesn't look too bad. He fits our scheme what we're trying to run here. We're gonna pick him up. He has hidden dev, Jermaine Burton, new receiver to join the squad, and now we're gonna sim to the end of the draft. So let's take a look at the draft recap. So that tackle was a 75, that receiver was a 73. We drafted a running back in Deuce Vaughn, and then we drafted a cornerback. So not too bad of a haul for the draft class. And I think, do we want Paris Johnson to get the most when it comes to being upgraded? Or not up to being upgraded, but the most to being like, you know, most upside? Or do we want to put Jedrick Willis at that right side to have him develop and then have Paris Johnson be natural? I think with us signing Jedrick Willis, I think the focal point of having him is his agility. He's quick, he's fast. Like, look at his stats. He has 71 speed. I'm pretty sure he can hold it down at that right side. So we're going to throw him in on that right side and put our rookie at that left side to protect, what's his name's blind side? Kendrick Willis. Oh, no, not Kendrick. Kenny Pickett's blind side. And then Paris Johnson will be the starting left tackle here. 6'7" left tackle, big body. Yeah, he's going to be our guy here. I want to give him a fly number. Let's give him, like, if we have the number 52 available, that's going to be elite. That's going to be elite. Like, let's see. In the 70s, they got 75, 77. If they have 52 available, we're putting him there. Yes, sir. Number 52 at left tackle, Paris Johnson Jr. Yeah, he's going to hold it down for us, for sure. Kenny Pickett's a 71. How did Kenny Pickett go down so low? How did Kenny Pickett go down so low? He's a scrambler QB. So we're going to change the offense to a scrambling offense. Oh no, a field general should be better then. Something that fits him. So if you change the West Coast zone run, no, doesn't fit him. We got to keep going now. How about vertical zone run? A strong arm QB. Kenny Pickett does not have a strong arm. Kind of has a noodle. Doesn't work. Is there any other field generals? We got a strong arm here. No. All right. So you know what? We're going to go with the field general. We're going to give that to him. There's 2 field generals. We'll go with multiple zone run. So now that works for Kenny. Our receivers is going to be interesting because this year will be George Pickens and Deontay Johnson leading the way. And then we're going to need a lot out of those 2. And then defense, I like the front 7. We still need a backup outside linebacker. We have Derek Nottie now in the middle holding it down. And then we picked up Jamel Dean, who's going to help us out a lot at that cornerback position. And yeah, things are moving. Things are moving. We're going to make one more signing when it comes to that outside linebacker position. And I think we need a backup quarterback. Not gonna lie. So why not bring in? I want to bring in someone fly. Is there any fly guys here? Nathan Peterman, Danny Etling. Nah, there's no fly guys here. Backup pass rushers. What do we have? We have Kyle Van Noy, Devin Gardeck. Dennis Gardeck. I think is perfect to be a backup for us. Dennis Gardeck. And then at left outside, having Justin Houston, a mentor for like TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. What? That's perfect for the defense. And then at QB, honestly, we're going to go with Mr. Shiesty himself, Mr. Cam Newton. Cam Newton, number 1. That is our backup QB. And we're going to obviously make the preseason cuts, as next episode will be our number one video, our first game of the season with the new changes. Deuce Vaughn, let's do long-term development. Najee Harris, why are you worried about him? This is like this is your 3rd year. Like, Deuce Vaughn is just going to have to pick up what Benny Snell used to do. But I want to make the changes to the team, or I want to rather actually, we could see how we did during preseason to make our changes. Our last preseason game is against the Packers. We have to cut 8 players. We beat the Packers. So let's see how we performed. Let's see how we performed with the preseason. So first game, beat the Bears. Cam Newton, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kenny Pickett was whatever. He got sacked quite a bit. Tim Boyle got some picks here and there. Najee Harris, Deuce Vaughn did okay receiving. Jermaine Burton, whoa, 8 catches, 126 yards, 1 touchdown. I'm liking that. Definitely liking what I'm seeing there. Juwan Johnson also had 2 catches, 24 yards, and a touchdown. Amazing. Defense, Roquan Smith, 3 sacks. Cameron Hayter had a sack. Larry Ogunjobi had a sack. That's just about it, though. Levi Wallace had a pick, and so did Terrell Edmonds. Interesting first game. Against the Cardinals, the only team we lost to. Kyler Murray threw 2 touchdowns. Kenny Pickett threw a touchdown and pick. Had a 65 passer rating. Cam Newton didn't do too bad as he's mentoring Kenny Pickett. Najee Harris and Deuce Vaughn kind of split. Not too bad. Could be better. George Pickens, 7 catches, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. This guy, we're going to make him MVP because we're just going to feed him the ball. Rondale Moore killed us. What's new? Defense. TJ Watt with a sack. Larry Ogunjobi with a sack. Just about it. Just about it. Interceptions, Savion Banks had a pick, so that's good. The rookie got a pick. And then against the Packers, won 35-14. Cam Newton threw a touchdown. Tyler Van Dyke got sacked 3 times. They also drafted him. Very interesting. Jacoby Brissett threw 2 picks. Kenny Pickett had a great game, and not too bad. Rushing, Najee Harris had most of the carries. Pretty good. Anthony McFarland had a good amount, too. Receiving, Najee Harris, whew, MVP right here. MVP. Romeo Doubs and Juwan Johnson all did their thing. Defense, TJ Watt, 2.5 sacks. You know he's unstoppable. Cameron Hayward had half a sack. Interception, Sevyn Banks again. He got a pick, and so did Devin Bush. So Sevyn Banks really making the team. He had 2 interceptions during preseason. So that's honestly really awesome to see, considering that we drafted him kind of late. He might have been our 7th pick in the draft. But Adrian Neely, we'll move you to the practice squad. Christian Kuntz, I'll cut you. We don't need you. Sad to say. Same with Cody White. We don't need you as well. Jalen Warring, I'm going to put you to the practice squad. Elijah Riley is a bench free safety. We're going to cut him. Mark Robinson, move you to the practice squad. Tony Brown looks pretty fly. I'm not going to lie. John Hurst or Tony Brown? Who do we want? Well, Tony Brown's wearing number 1, so I'll just cut him. And then Derek Tuska, Kevin Rader. Kevin Rader is a bench tight end. We're going to have to get rid of you, bud. And they're gone. And then we get to upgrade players. And week 1 will be against the division rival Bengals. And the Super Bowl champions who are getting their Super Bowl rings will be defending against them in the next episode.